Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thin Crust Flopcast.
Fuck you!
And the first one of the year!
Let's go.
I hope you guys are ready for another interesting year of news, bullshit, and Damo and I stumbling our way through this, trying to navigate and make sure you guys at least have some information to get started on trying to find out what is actually good, what is bullshit, and generally what is fucking funny.
Right.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have guessed, I am joined by my lovely co-host, who will probably be with me at this point, same time next year, providing we don't get cancelled. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only, the controversial cat maid herself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking Damo!
Yeah, everybody. How you guys doing?
who's currently going through a bit of a loot goblin phase.
Yes, on some games. I don't think that'll ever change over time, darling. I am the controversial cat maid. If I want to be a good loot goblin, I'll be one.
You're the controversial cat maid loot goblin.
Yes.
You're the
Not
controversial.
only do I clean spaces, I also make my bank that way. No, I'm just kidding.
You're the controversial loot goblin. You're the controversial loot goblin. You'll steal people's gold and their dildos.
Yeah, to be fair, you're really not wrong on that front.
And on that basis,
honestly.
hello everyone on Twitch, and more importantly, because this will be going up afterwards, hello everyone on YouTube. Please don't ban me.
Yes, hello everybody, hello YouTube, hello chat. We're spicing it up apparently, considering your intro is much different to what we've ever had before.
Oh, I'm just in a really good fucking mood. Can you blame me? It's the first Flopcast of the year!
I know, and just to think of all the mood swings and all the controversy.
Imagine all the rants I'm gonna have.
Oh no!
Imagine all the rants that people are gonna then type in chat like, Chaos, you need to take a breath. No, I'm not done yet!
My guy, even when I've been off sick or I've needed to take a personal day and you have covered my ass through and through, you've gone on a rampage, I hear about it.
Hey.
Yeah, I know, I was there, I was watching.
Hey, at least I'm passionate about this.
That is true, you are very passionate. I couldn't fault you for that one, honestly. I'm also wearing my sunglasses because Light Sensitivity decided to go smack.
Well, it's a good thing we're not doing our cameras these days.
Yeah, you just won't see my eyes, you'll just see, like, my sunglasses covering instead. Don't get to see my pretty green eyes. Oh no.
There's you in your chibi form, and there's me in my full-grown form, slightly shrunk down so that people can actually be able to, see you as well as myself.
Just gonna say, to be fair, if you want, I can just send you my PNG quick. It's not a problem.
We'll tackle your other forms later on.
Is that a yes? You want them sent to you?
At some point, yes. Just be glad that Inventor's not here, otherwise it'll be his horse one turning up. He hates the fact that
all I did was save them to my computer.
He hates that I've got that for his Fugi. He really hates that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care. Fight me, motherfucker. You're trying to steal my goblin janitors.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just happened to actually have some magic, to which they turned you into a horse.
Don't even, that TikTok is literally stuck in my head.
My little Brody, my little Brody.
No, it's not that. I actually sent it to you on TikTok for your Try Not to Laugh challenge, and it's just like, I'm half man and half horse. And that's just stuck in my head for no reason.
Oh, a completely different one that I'll have to show you at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That is just as funny. But, with that being said, despite my little randomness at the beginning there, obviously to celebrate, this is the first one of the year. And we're back on Mondays.
Yes, I initially thought it was just going to be Sundays. I thought that worked out for everybody else, but We're back to Mondays.
Yeah, no, I prefer.
I got so confused.
I prefer Mondays. Sundays, I just like to chill, have family dinner, and then pass out afterwards.
I mean, that's fair.
I already have enough to deal with on a Sunday as it is. If I'm not like editing one of my curse name runs, custom thumbnail, coming up with stream schedule, like I already have enough to deal with as it is. That was
no, I get that.
Yeah, that was.
I actually reused last week's stream schedule actually, because I was like, yeah.
I see no reason to change. It works.
Right.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, New Year. Hopefully, we won't see any of our favourite companies redoing some of their bullshit of the past couple of years. Fingers fucking crossed, because I'm sick of the death of them.
They most likely will.
Yeah, let a dragon hope, right? Let a dragon hope.
Alright, Pizza Daddy.
Okay, kitty mama.
No.
Hey, Ada.
Hello, Ada.
So, normally, obviously, at this part, we would actually say what you've been playing the past couple of weeks, but I think what would be more appropriate, considering the first of the year, what games are you looking forward to this year, more specifically? I think that would probably be a good place to start.
It would. So, it's no secret I use my phone on Epic sometimes to get games. I had £12.69 credit. So I pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Hey, because the PC version of that's coming out as well, isn't it?
It is. It's actually coming out relatively soon, actually, over the next few weeks, I believe.
Nice.
And it was on sale as well. It said like 50, it was like 45. And I was just like, you know what, that's fair. But then take on that £12.69, you know, it's going to make it a lot cheaper for me.
Oh, yeah. Very nice demo.
Thank you. So I am actually kind of looking forward to that, because obviously that was one of the ones I wanted to play on PlayStation.
I still ain't beaten Rebirth yet.
Hey, you know, if your memory's any good, you could walk me through it.
Demo. One of the areas. 6 hours of side quests on one stream.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a reason why I stopped for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly understandable, to be honest. I won't deny. But also the new Dying Light game that's going to be coming out as well.
The Beast. Yep.
I can't wait for that to come out, because...
Especially considering it involves our boy from the first one.
Exactly.
I'm going to find out what the fuck happened. Because from the looks of things, to anyone actually played the following DLC, it looks like that the ending where he didn't activate the nuke, walked out and transformed into a volatile, is the canon ending.
Okay.
I mean, if he activated the nuke, like, why would he be in this, you know?
What? Oh, no. What? So I'm on the Epic Store looking at their coming soon page, and what do I see?
What?
Backrooms Fairy.
Ugh. People might enjoy it, like, as just one of the games that literally is just... I'm sorry, but the Backroom series is like, everyone's just literally playing it, I'm just like, yeah, no. Again, another game where it's like, so many people playing it, I'm just, nah.
I mean, that's fair enough, everybody, you know, like, down to each of their own. I found it alright, you know,
but then again...
But, like...
Yeah. Then again, I'm like that with games, same as you're like that with anime.
Yeah, exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Yeah. You know, you do you boo, and that's that. Like, that's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
But also as well, like a game I also did get today, which is Anime vs. Evil Apocalypse.
Oh no.
Now, is it like that game on PlayStation that is Hentai vs. Evil? Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, it
However, better graphics and better control mapping, I'm assuming, because I've looked at some trailers and gameplay and was like, yep, it's only a couple quid, let's go.
They were going in the indie route this year.
I wouldn't say, I haven't installed it, to be fair, but it's there, as well as Artifact Seeker. That was also on sale, well, is on sale, should I say, on the Epic Store.
Yeah.
Which looks interesting. It's a single-player game, and you'd actually think it'd be a multiplayer game, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking into that and thinking, maybe. I might actually give this a try. Now, anyone that knows me knows I'm not the best at trying new things unless it's something I really have, like, my hooks into. Um, but at the same time, we've got to try new changes. I say this because
Mm-hmm.
I may. This is a very 50-50 thing, by the way. I'm still going through the pros and cons in my head. Um, may end up doing a free course that not only benefits me in a multitude of ways, but also people around me, so I can help them better as well.
Yeah.
And better understand situations and stuff, so I am able to provide support more efficiently and more effectively than what I have been. Which isn't too bad the way that I've been doing it, but there's always room for improvement, right?
Yep. So, any other games that have sort of like caught your eye that are coming out this year?
Not really, no. Surprisingly enough.
Well, anyone that's been paying attention to any of my streams or any of my posts will know exactly what I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a few games that are coming out that I'm very looking forward to. One that will be coming out this week, actually, Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Hey, nice.
And I played the demo, thoroughly loved it, so I got that shit pre-ordered. Normally I wouldn't encourage pre-orders, but you know what? This instance, yes. Yay, give me that shit.
Sometimes it's just called for, you know?
It's Dynasty Warriors. Plus, I didn't know if I had the money at the time when it came out. So. Well, there's that. Also, there's a game coming out in a couple of months, in March, that I may or may not already be signed up for collab streams with. A certain individual that might also be looking forward to it. Wouldn't you say as well?
That's right, bitch. Yes.
Yep, Xenoblade Chronicles X, a game that was on the Wii and Wii U, and I believe also had a 3DS version as well. Is coming over to the Switch, although some people are speculating Switch 2 comes out this year as well at some point, possibly around about that time, but we'll get onto that later. Another one also which doesn't actually have an official release date yet, but people have been speculating all of last year of its actual release date for this year. That's right, Pokemon Legends ZA. That's right, we're gonna be going into that one. As soon as that one appears, guarantee your boy's gonna be saving every bit of penny he can to make sure we get that shit and we be doing things even better, because Mega Evolutions! Now, I get lore-wise, some people have turned around and said lore-wise they actually hurt the Pokemon when they come to Mega Evolving. I turn around to him and say, but what the fuck are Pokemon battles then? They're not exactly tickling each other with feathers and pillows, are they?
Exactly.
Although, if you look at Aerodactyl's Mega Evolution, yeah, that's a one that should not exist, period. Poor fucker's got rocks coming out of him. It's like, bruh, how the hell are you even flying?
No, even though it's not a game that's coming out and is already out, I feel like we should talk about this a little bit more. Even though it's still in the talks, because I keep forgetting to message in the chat. But don't worry, I will put that message in there relatively soon. But sometime this year, you guys are going to want to stay posted. Now, this is a cheeky little plug as well, so I do apologise if that's not okay, Chaos. But
I mean, I was going to say I wasn't quite done yet. I've still got a couple of other games.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Continue.
Yeah. We've also got Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll be jumping on that one as well, because it's Bleach. One game that has had my eye on, as it has most of the internet, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yes.
Now, obviously, I'm keeping an eye on it, obviously, because Monster Hunter reasons. One thing I hope they actually do, and I'm sure most of the internet will wish this as well, crossplay. Because I know a few people that would probably actually jump with me on that. One game that actually just came out that I do want to get, that is actually a game from the PS Vita era.
Mm.
Freedom Wars Remastered.
Okay.
If you don't know what that is, folks, I will give you basically a quick rundown of it. Basically, you play as someone that is, basically you're in a sort of, I guess you could say like apocalyptic type world, but you have been essentially, how this world works is you are convicted from birth for the crime of living.
Huh?
Yep. You basically have to go through you have to go through missions, fighting monsters and reducing your sentence. Because when you are born, obviously, apparently being alive is a sin in itself in this reality. You are sentenced to 1 million years in prison, and you must volunteer in dangerous operations to reduce your prison sentence and fight your way to freedom.
That's crazy.
Yep. Lion's already playing it, and he wants me on there
Naturally.
soon, so fingers crossed, a certain payment comes through and I get that. And I'm sure there are quite a few other games that have not been announced yet, but obviously we will keep you guys informed of games that actually catch our fancy throughout the year.
Yes. Especially if they tickle our pickle.
Yes. Now, Damo, apologies. You said that there was something you wanted to flick your bean on.
Yes, Mr. Tugboat Machine. Anyway.
I mean, we're not talking about a certain snake lady or anything.
Certainly not. Also, hey, Inventor. Welcome in, you mad lad. So, yes, sometime this year, hopefully within the next few weeks, but I don't want to put a timestamp on it, obviously, there is going to be a new voice acting project. And as I mentioned before, it's a cheeky little plug, I know. But it is going to be my turn to stream said project. Now, I have given Chaos, Ivy, anyone that's going to be involved, like if they stream as well, like if they want to upload it to their personal YouTube and stuff like that, is not a problem. I am 100% okay with that because I don't upload any VODs to YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's a project that we've all done. So I think it's genuinely, I think it'd be okay, for people to kind of just do that exactly.
And
that.
what is that exactly, Damon? Would you want to say what game that is?
Is Tavern Talk.
Yeah, we even had a drum roll, folks.
Very much looking forward to it. It's going to be very exciting having the entire gang back together and voice acting and stuff and getting up to all crazy kinds of shenanigans.
And it's going to be over on Damo's channel.
Yes, it is. But fear not, it will, we will keep you all updated via, the
various medias.
the various social medias and stuff. So, keep an eye out for that. It will definitely be posted in both mine and Chaos's Discord the second we have a start date, which will, in turn, be on a Friday.
Yep.
Because that's what works for everybody else.
Yep.
So keep yourselves tuned in for that. 100%. Yes.
Iveta says he does it for the lols.
Yes. Lols.
LOLs! LOL! That clip still fucking gets me.
So.
Still, I think that's the best clip of last year, period. I think most people agree.
Oh, yeah. 100%. So, yeah, there's that piece of news, so I thought I'd just kind of keep you guys, you know,
so,
on the edge of your seat.
Obviously, we've spoken about games we're looking forward to, obviously, this year. So, shall we get to what people are actually here for? The actual news itself?
Obviously.
Now, I think what we should do, folks, is start off with a bit of humour. And what do I mean by humour exactly? Well, when I found out about this, Charles informed me in DMs about this, to which I then immediately looked into and obviously found that it had been announced on the 7th. of January this year. So yeah, very quickly announced. So obviously, based on the various things that happened last year, Helldivers was going to be the big hit of last year, until Sony then decided to basically fling their love spuds on the Barbie. I know, not exactly the best choice of words, but it's the best way to describe the whole thing. And as a result, the hype for Helldivers 2, I will say it was a combination of people burning themselves out on the game, and that did kind of bring Helldivers' success slow down. The game has improved based on what I've been informed of by others. However, it has been officially confirmed that a Helldivers 2 film is in production. One of my many hopes is that it'll actually be available throughout the entire world, and you won't need to log into your PlayStation account to be able to see it. Now, when I've told that joke to a few other people, I've actually gotten quite a few laughs out of that one because, well, it's so fucking true. So, this is actually coming from IGN. Normally, we don't actually talk about stuff from IGN because don't always trust their info, but most people are pretty much saying the same thing. So announced during Sony's CES 2025 press conference, the Helldivers 2 movie is a collaboration between Sony Productions and Sony Pictures. No other details were offered. Speaking on stage at CES, Asad Kizilbash, apologies for butchering that, head of PlayStation Productions, said, "Looking ahead as to what might come next, I'm excited to announce we are working with Sony Pictures on developing a film adaptation of our amazingly popular PlayStation game, Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 from developer Arrowhead is of course heavily inspired by cult classic sci-fi film Starship Troopers. It sees soldiers of the future struggle to defend a fascist super Earth regime against alien robots called automatons and bugs called terminids, all the while preaching managed democracy." Not exactly true, considering if you look into the lore of Helldivers, you'll actually see that humans are actually the real bad guys in this, considering we actually are attacking the bugs because they are the closest thing to oil, and the automatons attacked us essentially out of self-defense. So they got their information a bit wrong there, but it's beside the point. The fact is we're actually getting a movie of Helldivers 2. Now, many of you guys are fully aware about how I feel about movie adaptations of video games. I hold very little hope for them because half the time Hollywood fucks it up. No matter who's behind it, essentially it is Hollywood, and they fuck it up half the time. They get the lore wrong, they fuck out the characters, they fuck up how they are and everything else, and so many other aspects. With obviously a few films obviously being the exception of the rule, being obviously the Sonic franchise films, which are doing amazing, with the best idea ever of having Keanu Reeves as Shadow. And obviously the Tomb Raider films with Angelina Jolie, I thought they were actually really good. And it must be saying something when even my mum agrees on that statement, and even she enjoyed those films. I mean, it helped with the soundtrack too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm very critical when it comes to these types of films. I haven't watched the highly acclaimed Five Nights at Freddy's movie because it's just not my thing. I did not watch the Borderlands movie because I wasn't going to waste money actually watching that disaster, to which it was. And I predicted it would be a disaster when I saw the cast list and I saw who was being what. Yeah. Wrong choice there, fellas. So, here's hoping that because PlayStation's connection obviously with Arrowhead, that they don't fuck this up. Because otherwise, people are going to say, oh, so we really do need to, in order to actually experience a true Helldiver thing, we need to make a PlayStation account.
Wow.
I mean, that obviously got scrapped, obviously, because it was such a bad idea.
Oh, 100% it was.
But the meme is going to be as it is. So, when that actually comes out, obviously we will talk about it when and if. Because there have been many film adaptations that have been promised over the years, like Devil May Cry. They've promised more Tomb Raider stuff. And I'm not talking about the really bad ones. We've been promised so many, and it's they even promised Zelda films at one point, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So there's that. Although apparently, this has just popped up. They also announced at a press conference were movie adaptations of Horizon Zero Dawn and Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima. A Ghost of Tsushima one could possibly work. Horizon Zero Dawn, not too sure.
Not so much, yeah.
Yeah. But that depends on how they go about doing that and how they cast that one. So, fingers crossed they won't actually screw it up. And Inventor says we need Henry Cavill on it.
Yes, we do.
What, for Helldivers? If so, yeah, I would agree.
That'll be the only reason why I watch it, by the way. If they cast Henry Cavill. Just saying. He is a very pretty man. Very pretty.
I wonder why.
Look, I'm just saying he can grunt in my ear and cosplay whatever he wants in that bedroom, mate. I don't mind. He could be Pac-Man for all I care.
Toss a coin to your shrimpage. All thirsty is plenty. All thirsty are plenty. Oh. I'm detecting a theme here for this episode, folks.
Unfortunately, though, he did end up getting recast. I've seen some Netflix official Witcher season 4 posters with that thing in it.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to get onto that. Because that's a whole different kettle of fish. So I don't think.
Yeah, it is. But I thought I'd bring that update to the table because it's technically game related.
I know, but the thing is, no one really wants to cover that one because no one wants to admit it. Because I guarantee not many people. Because you and I, we don't need to cover it because you and I both know not many people are going to watch it.
Will I give it a shot? Obviously, because I've watched every single season of fucking Witcher.
You'll give it maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and then...
And I'll get bored.
Yes.
Because there's not my man on that screen.
and they're also going about it in a very wrong way in regards of the Witcher series.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Let's just hope they don't fuck up the next Witcher game.
I don't know. I mean, it's looking promising, actually, to be honest.
I know. One can hope that the promise stays through, though. With the title obviously as big and popular as the Witcher series, you hope that they don't fuck it up. Especially considering they're going with a new protagonist in the form of Ciri. Now, I'll look forward to that one, because obviously I'll play the Witcher series and I think it's really fucking awesome.
As long as CD Projekt Red promises to not blue screen a death for me again. I do not need that panic attack situation.
I think that's CD Projekt's thing on that one. I think that's just more a you issue.
Actually, no, I weren't the only one that had that issue.
Oh, in that case, get fucked.
I did. I was gonna say I did do quite a bit of research at the time to try and get me to calm myself down from the panic attack and fix my PC.
Yeah.
And no, it was actually an issue with quite a few people. Apparently, it has been fixed since, but I'm a bit scared to reinstall it in case it happens again. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, to be fair, you've had a few bad experiences with some games, and you've not wanted to touch them as a result. So.
Well, yeah.
Which is, to be fair.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, you were saying, continue.
I was actually going to say, so Damo, what have you got for us?
Let's see. Now, I just want to do this one because it's kind of it's not the one like the Switch one, Chaos. It's the Nintendo Wii. So this is on
Yes.
comicbook.com.
Yes.
A Nintendo Wii fan surprised with new support for the console in 2025. Believe it or not, the Nintendo Wii is set to receive new support for one popular series in 2025. For over a decade at this point, the Wii has been officially discontinued and hasn't received essentially any new games. Despite this, the platform has still been quite popular, primarily thanks to how many units of the console sold worldwide during its run. Now, one third-party manufacturer is looking to keep the Wii alive even longer and is releasing a new whatever to make it more relevant.
As I say, copy the word, send it to me, and I'll
It's so good. I gave up.
copy the word and send it to me.
Fine. I'll just put it in chat, and then everyone can call me a dumbass. It's fine. There we go.
Peripheral.
That's the one. Coming by the way of Hyperkin, the gaming peripherals manufacturer announced the Hyperstrummer guitar controller for Nintendo Wii. Designed to work with the majority of games in the Guitar Hero and Rock Band series, the Hyperstrummer is a wireless guitar controller that builds upon the previous design that Hyperkin has sold previously. The new version of the controller is set to retail for $76.99 and will launch this week on January 8th, so we've already gone past that.
FYI, folks, that does not mean we're getting a new Guitar Hero Rock Band game.
No, it does not.
Just to clarify. Because I know some people would obviously say, like, oh, does that mean we're getting a new Guitar Hero or Rock Band game? No.
If you're not already aware, the Rock Band and Guitar Hero games on Nintendo Wii continue to be pretty popular to this day. While both franchises have more or less been dead for quite some time, those with Wii consoles have helped keep each series relevant in 2025. To that end, various entries like Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and Guitar Hero 5 continue to resell anywhere between $20 and $40. The price for the original guitar, but you can literally pick them up in CEX for like a $5, so you know you're fine. And you can literally pick up a Nintendo Wii for like 30 quid, and then the guitar itself, depending on the store you go to in the UK for it, because not all of them obviously have them, you could probably pick up the guitar for a good 10, 15 quid as well. So
no, folks, that does not mean that you're going to get a Wii stream from me. Fuck off.
Nope.
Just because copyright music.
Mommy is working. Mama, wait, you little shit.
Hey, look at that, folks. First Flopcast of the year and still cat issues.
Tell me about it. Anyway, the price for the original guitar and drum controllers can also be well over $100 at resale. And I think that's mainly to do with stuff like eBay. Because when I was actually looking for one that was Xbox compatible, so I can obviously just plug it in and play, well, at least for the drums, was like £65. The guitars anywhere from, again, £10, well over $1,000. But it also depends on the make of the guitar as well, because you do have some limited edition ones, and that's honestly, I don't want to say understandable, because oh my god, but they're classed as collectible items too. So, don't want to say I understand why they're selling it for that amount, but it makes logical sense, and that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, which is why Hyperkin chooses to still release wholly new controllers like the Hyperstrummer. Despite this continued popularity of Rock Band and Guitar Hero, though it doesn't seem like we're very close to getting a new installment in either franchise, even if this doesn't end up changing in the future, the one thing that is certain is that a new game won't come to Nintendo Wii. As such, if you want to keep rocking out on the Wii well into the future, the Hyperstrummer could be a great way to do so.
Just want to point out to a lot of people, I believe, I don't know if I'm, I might be wrong on this, but remember who actually made Guitar Hero? Activision Blizzard. Any chance
this is why I just get it secondhand. They don't get my money.
No, exactly. So what I'm saying is, if you're hoping for a new Guitar Hero game, ask them.
Better yet, ask someone on Reddit.
And here's the thing: you'd probably be more likely to see a new Guitar Hero game appear on the Xbox than Nintendo or PlayStation systems before anything else.
But remember, Guitar Hero Live. Now, I will say this because I actually have played the game, and I still have one of the wireless guitars simply because I cannot find the Bluetooth bit to go and sell it in CEX. Because I lost it.
Maybe keep an eye bare on your shit and tidy up.
I did tidy up, actually. I hoovered yesterday. Thank you very much.
Anyway. When was the last time you did it beforehand?
Okay, yeah, I get. Anyway,
Score.
Though I can see why people did not like it, I actually like the bit where you could literally go on to the online side of things and play whatever you wanted, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they had a lot, and I loved that to the point, like, I was on it near enough all day for about 2.5 weeks straight when I initially got my hands on it.
Oh, I know, especially since when you streamed it on Facebook.
Yeah, and then it got taken down for copyright.
Yep.
Yeah, that...
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I streamed it through my phone, you could clearly see it was coming from the TV. You know?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
It wasn't a bad game. The concept was good, but they changed it to as if it was actual tab notes, not Guitar Hero style. And I can understand why that pissed people off, because it confused me a bit.
It looks more Rock Band than Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but even Rock Band, even though they were tabbed, they had colours on it, whereas Guitar Hero Live didn't.
Yeah.
I said fucking stop.
Meow.
I love you.
So to summarise, the Wii is actually possibly getting an update for peripheral reasons. So, yeah. If you still own a Wii, keep an eye out on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And that's the end on that bit, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright. So, can't believe that we're still having to talk about this. Nintendo Switch 2 rumours. Yep. There's stuff even going on even now, folks. Even though this is the year that they've said that there's something that actually will happen. So you'd have thought with the Nintendo actually saying that 2025 there will actually be something happening and they will announce something when they are ready. You'd have thought that would placate people. Nope. People are still going on about it, and apparently, this is from The Independent, people are actually getting very, very, impatient. I don't know who the fuck's getting impatient, but if there are people out there getting impatient for Switch 2, chill your fucking tits. Because again,
plus the Switch in itself, I'm not being funny, has done really fucking well. And at the end of the day, if it's doing well, leave it be. Let them fucking cook for the Switch too.
Yeah, like literally, them not gonna lie, them making the Switch OLED, which is basically an upgraded version of the Switch, with actual with Ethernet cable slots in it, like. And they just basically made it more hardware, or basically updated some of the hardware. That's about it. That was the closest thing to a Switch 2. So the fact that people are literally like going like, "Oh, we've not had one in ages," it's like, bruh, the OLED was essentially an upgrade. Which which by the way, folks, PlayStation, Xbox, take note, because the OLED is actually something worth buying because it actually fucking works, because it actually has stuff that's actually useful. Stuff that the original didn't. Fucking take away a disk drive and charge 700 quid for it. Fuck off.
I was gonna say, to be fair, like when I got my PlayStation, oh no, I didn't have I wanted the digital one because it was cheaper.
I know, but
the disk drive one was a bit more expensive. Can you stop?
I know, but I'm talking about like the PlayStation Pro, like charging more when it literally has less.
Double cuddles. Yeah, no, I get that. No.
So, reason why I'm bringing this
Double
up
cuddles.
is because, well, gaming accessory maker Genki brought a mock-up of the Switch 2 to a trade show, claiming it will launch in April. The mock-up, reportedly based on a real Switch 2, adds to recent design leaks, including alleged Joy-Cons for the upcoming console. By the way, didn't really look much different from the fucking regular Switch. The mock-up led Nintendo to release a statement telling publications the gaming hardware that Genki presented at Nintendo Hardware at CES is unofficial and was not provided to the company by us. So again, people literally just making shit up as they go. And claiming shit without any actual basis.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you did see this and think, ooh, that's what it looks like and it's coming out in April, and you're telling people that, don't. Don't take anything that other people are saying until you actually hear from the people themselves. I've been saying this since literally saying it throughout most of last year, and I'll say it again this year. Hold your horses. People have said that Pokemon Legends ZA will, when that gets released, that'll be when the Switch 2 gets released. There is a chance that might be the case. It is highly believable that might be the case. Some people are saying that Xenoblade Chronicles X, when that releases in March, that'll be when the Switch 2 gets released. Some are even speculating that it might even come out this month. Chance of it coming out this month, I say less. I'd say it's very highly not gonna happen.
It's very less probable that it will.
Yes. Would it be the first time Nintendo's actually gone ahead and thrown us for a loop? No, wouldn't be the first time. If they were to do it like that, that would mean that they feel confident enough to actually do it. But we would actually have, and then we would actually, have one of Nintendo's special days. And they would have made a big announcement and lead us up to it. We don't even know when the next Pokemon Presents is happening. We don't know when the next Nintendo Direct's going to be. So, the chance of it happening this month? Nah. Because if it was going to happen, we'd have seen the Nintendo Direct last month. So, for now, folks, continue to ignore the rumours in regards of Switch 2. When it gets announced, bet your ass we will cover it. Because that is worth the time. And hey, Scotch.
Hey, Scotch.
So, yeah. That's all I've got to say about that. Demo.
Naturally. On to our next article. Now, this is actually something pretty neat that I found, but then also both Chaos and I did also receive a DM about some little extra bits too, actually, from Charles.
Yep.
But we'll get on with the article first before that bit. So, this is on gamingbible.com. Now, are they the most reliable? No. But are they more reliable than some other news outlets out there? Yes.
And considering the fact we've also actually confirmed the info.
That is also very true. Dying Light 2 gets major free download, restoring cut content.
Yep.
Although Dying Light 2 offers a varied experience, a huge chunk of content has been missing from its gameplay. To address this loss, a Nexus mod free download has been created that attempts to restore the lost content. When Dying Light 2 was showcased at E3 2019, it was done via a demo created for the event. It was thought lost to time, yet Long Jump Collective intends to bring it back so you can experience what you may have previously missed out on. E3 Definitive Mod Demo First Public Beta Test has been designed to restore as much content from 2019 as possible. What is more, it'll implement big changes in graphics / post-processing gameplay, whether UI, UX / UX, NPC models, parkour, and texture. This is a recently created mod, meaning that some issues have yet to be ironed out. Nonetheless, while this free download is still in its infancy, it's received fairly positive feedback thus far. One Nexus mod user said, 100 out of 10 for a demo. Another remarked, this mod is fire. To everyone who worked on this project, thank you guys so much, bringing the true Dying Light 2 back to life. Praised Bismo Funyuns. Interesting name. Deemed a goated mod. This is a freebie that Dying Light 2 fans should check out, especially if you need something new to challenge you as you fight to stay alive. There's an installation guide provided on its Nexus Mods page, so please make sure to read that before attempting to install E3 Definitive Mod demo. We'd hate to see you struggle to access new content because you were overeager.
Yeah.
This, I'm going to say I agree with this statement, because at the end of the day, I have been way too eager and like modded a game and then broke it. And this is not Sims, by the way. This is actually other games that I play. So like stuff like Skyrim or Fallout 4, you know, that I've heavily modded and stuff like that. These things happen, and that's why there are instructions for a reason. Hi, wife! You know, so please make sure that you read the instructions carefully, and, you know, if you have to read them 5,000 times and then go onto a YouTube tutorial, it's better safe than sorry. I'm going to say that right now.
Like, always do due diligence,
massively.
especially when it comes to stuff like this. Now,
100%.
Now, obviously, the lost content is good. However,
yes, we love cut content.
Yes, we love cut content being put into a game. Love it very much. However, that is not the only thing that has actually happened in regards of Dying Light 2. Something that Damo and I actually were made aware of thanks to Charles earlier today. Well, essentially, they're giving us the Bloody Ties DLC for free. Not just that, also a bunch of other DLC is also being made free. And it's not just on PC either. It is also on PlayStation. And I would assume other systems it's on as well. So, the fact is, Dying Light 2, despite being out for quite a few years now, is not only still receiving various updates, is actually being very generous to the community. Whether this is to prep people for Beast when it comes out, I don't know. But it's enough to make both Tamo and I scramble to reinstall the game.
Yeah, actually, I've been reinstalling it actually today. It actually finished a few hours ago.
I found out about it. I literally got it reinstalled this morning. So, but
you do have faster internet than I do, so yours is obviously gonna.
I mean, plus also, like, I put it on rest mode, so the download would go quicker while I was doing other stuff. So, whereas you've been on your computer, so you've been also doing stuff on your computer, so hence why it's a bit slower.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, if you have Dying Light 2, go check it out now. Go see how much DLC is actually for free. Because to my knowledge, most, if not all, the DLC is actually free.
Not all of it, no. So, I will list them out as well, just for those that aren't aware of which ones are free. So you have the Dying Light 2 Stay Human, obviously the developer tools, that's free. Then you have Dying Light 2 Stay Human Ronin packs 1, 2, and 3, as well as the Authority packs 1, 2, and 3 as well.
These are the
Left 4 Dead
cosmetics.
These are the free DLCs. Yeah, cosmetics. Dying Light Left 4 Dead 2 weapon pack. Dying Light Left 4 Dead 2 Bill and Gnome Chomsky pack, as well as Dying Light Rust weapon pack as well. They are also free, which I came across actually after the fact of this information. As well, because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna,
Yep.
Gonna get all the free content I can get.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's Dying Light.
Yeah, exactly. And if I knew any way of how developer tools actually worked and I had a knack for it, can you stop, child? Thank you. Sorry.
I was going to say, that's an interesting thing to do with development tools.
Alright. To be fair, I actually have been wanting to have a go with developer tools. I just don't know how to use it, and I don't know where to start. I am not a coder. Numbers are not my friends. Yes, that is very true. Very, very true. YouTube all the way. And I may do, because, there might be something that I just create, even if it's like a little object, if I can. I would love to create like a tiny object through developer tools.
If I may be wrong, but I believe some of the development tools are literally like creating courses for other people to actually run through.
Yeah, to be able to properly test it out in the game.
Yeah.
That's what they're mainly for, but you can also do like little small things as well. That's how a lot of people are actually able to get, say, like, you know, cut content and stuff is through developer tools.
I would make the worst course ever. I would make such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I'll definitely check it out and keep it on my radar, honestly. Yep. So yeah, I can't wait to kind of see what's in store for some of the DLCs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And obviously, like I said, if I can wrap my head around the developer tools, I definitely will, even if it's to create something fucking stupid in the game. Well, I'll do it. I'll try. That's all I can say is I will try. So yeah. Anyway, back to you.
So, on to something rather strange and coming from Steam. So, as many of you are aware, there are various programs out there that basically allow you to have, like, maybe little mascots or something, or just little things like running around on your desktop while you're doing stuff. And sometimes it might appear while you're doing stuff. Well, there is something that has appeared now on Steam for just $15. You can hang out with Hatsune Miku every day at work thanks to the power of Steam's latest desktop mascot hit. And this is coming from Games Radar. It's 2025 and the era of desktop anime girls is well and truly upon us. I find it kind of interesting the fact that this has actually turned up, especially considering the Fortnite is actually having Hatsune Miku in games soon. I can't look at the timing and not think, I wonder.
I know, right?
Maybe people are doing this because of what's coming. Which, to be fair, smart business idea, to be honest. Thanks to the latest entry in this unlikely trend, you can even hire Hatsune Miku herself to hang out on your taskbar while you go about your daily desktop work. Desktop Mate hit Steam on January 7th, with developer Infinite Loop billing it as a next-generation desktop mascot platform that brings cute characters to your computer. The basic app is free and adds an original anime girl animated in 3D to your desktop. You can have her sit on your taskbar or on top of a window, and you can rub your mouse cursor to give her head pats. I was really concerning where that was going there.
I know, right? Mm-hmm.
Give it some time. I'm pretty sure someone will make some mods that'll involve that type of thing.
Oh, 100%. It's always the way, isn't it?
Give it a month.
Yeah, less than that, actually.
The reason why I say a month is so that I can work out all the bugs. You can move her around, and I'm really starting to run out of features to describe. This is what the article is saying. The free app has launched with one piece of DLC, which is a $15 add-on that adds Vocaloid megastar Hatsune Miku to the roster of desktop anime girls. She doesn't do anything more than the other girls does. Neither character has a voice, which seems a bit odd when you've got a Vocaloid star in your roster, but hey, it's Hatsune Miku. I mean, fair. Like, I've seen like one streamer like actually have something like that where there was actually a free program that they got put in, and you can literally have her literally running around on your desktop and stuff. So I checked it out, wasn't too bad. It was free, so I had it at least to the library. I haven't downloaded it because fuck knows.
Yeah, that's understandable.
If we were talking about some of my favourite girls, then that'd be a whole different matter. But, next up, Damo.
Is something that might get you a giggling.
Uh-oh.
Alright. It's on Eurogamer.net. Published on the 7th of this month. Switch owners are reportedly opening games to find a googly eye staring back at them rather than a cartridge. Yes, it is as hilarious as you think. Imagine the scene. You've just got your hands on that physical Switch game you've been waiting for. Hurrah! But as you open the box, your heart and soul full of giddy anticipation, your eyes land not on that oh-so-special cartridge, nay, but an eye staring back at you. This is what has happened to multiple Switch owners who had reported that instead of a game, they have found themselves presented with a plastic googly eye in its place. Actually, we have come from Gogglebox to Googly Box. Oh dear, that was a very bad pun. Right, choice. The reports of
Say
this
the puns to
eyesore.
professionals.
Yeah, I know, right? The reports of this eyesore phenomenon made the rounds with more vigor over the festive period, but has seemingly been happening for a little while now. This is what I found when I opened my brand new sealed copy of Echoes of Wisdom from Walmart, reads one Reddit post from several months ago with the picture of the offending eye. It just seems that because the googly eye sounds a lot like a cartridge when the box is shaken, many have understandably presumed the contents are legit. And really, why wouldn't they?
So,
unfortunately, IGN recently reached out to a number of those who claimed they had received googly eyes instead of their expected games. However, no one contacted was able to shed much more light than on the situation.
So,
sorry
to interrupt. So, it's not googly eyes; it's a googly eye.
Yeah, literally, I'm looking at the pictures on this, and yeah.
So people are getting essentially. They're not getting a cartridge. They're getting essentially attacked by a one-eyed monster.
Basically, yes.
I'll leave the internet to work out what I'm actually going on there. I'm pretty sure Damo is already caught on.
Obviously. Anyway, as the publication noticed, because those concerned weren't expecting to open their box to see an eye instead of a game, they didn't take a video documenting the moment, which is fair enough. So is this a viral prank among the Switch community? Who can say for sure? Although Eurogamer has reached out to Nintendo for further comment, in the meantime, you can know you will be safe with a digital copy. Although I appreciate that isn't the same, the good news is that the Switch strategy RPG Triangle strategy is now back on the eShop, having previously been removed for unknown reasons.
So, I'm sorry, but what a hell of a troll. Just open it up and all of a sudden, Google Eye!
Oh yeah, 100%.
What a troll. So, instead of the cartridge, they've just gotten the Google Eye, or is it got the cartridge with it?
The pictures are literally of the googly eye in the place of the cartridge.
That's a bit of a... As funny when you hear it, when you think about the ramifications, like you spend a bit of money and all you get is a Google Eye, is a box with a googly eye in it.
I know, right?
That's... Oh. I was gonna say, that's one hell of a prank to piss a lot of people off.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't be too surprised if it turned like nothing else actually came of it and people didn't talk about it anymore because it was just actually a bunch of people that just decided to do it to each other for a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised. So
I wouldn't be surprised either.
how many more articles you got, Damo?
Oh, I've got 2 more.
Alright, cool. So we're even. Alright. So, mine are kind of essentially 2 different games of the same genre. Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're starting off with Overwatch 2 this year. But it's not bad news, actually.
Oh?
Overwatch 2 devs have good news for players who want 6v6 to replace 5v5. You know, the original format. Because they recently did an event where 6v6 was actually a thing. And essentially, as you can imagine, for Overwatch fans, that was a outright great idea. And as you can imagine, it was an outright success. I personally think it was a better idea to keep it 6v6, but you know me. This is coming from Dexerto, and again, they're basically saying the same thing as so many other people. So, Overwatch 2's 6v6 playtest has been an outright success for the game, garnering overwhelmingly positive praise from the community, from fans, and content creators alike, with the popularity of the game mode and format overall. players have found themselves wanting more 6v6 like the original game. Fortunately for those fans, the game director Aaron Keller revealed the devs would extend the 6v6 role queue playtest until mid-season, allowing 6v6 fiends for some more games with this classic format, a move that bodes well for the future of a permanent 6v6. Now, are they actually going to keep it 6v6? Not likely. It's likely only going to be an event thing, and they'll probably bring it back every now and then. If they were to change the format from 5v5 to 6v6, that would basically change. They would have to adjust a lot of the areas. They would have to probably change. That'd be changing a lot. Well, basically the Overwatch 2 format. Period. I think it'd be a good idea that they actually do this, because after basically making the entire community, taking massive L's for the longest time with very bad balancing and very questionable monetization, and I use that term loosely because we all know it's not questionable when it's fact what they're after. Is there a possibility of them actually maybe starting to restore things how they should be? Possibly. But then again, this wouldn't be the first time that they've actually gone ahead and backtracked on something they said they weren't going to do. But it does seem that a lot of the stuff that people appreciated in the first game is somewhat being brought back. Now all they need to do is make it so they're not charging so goddamn much for the story modes stuff, and maybe they might be on the track to actually succeeding. But,
I don't know, man. Overwatch 2 kind of traumatized me a little bit.
You and me both. But for different
That's
reasons.
why I actually don't want to play Marvel Rivals, is because of that. Like, I understand my first experience was Overwatch 2 instead of the first one, and I'd probably have a much different reaction if I was introduced to the first one, obviously, first.
Yes. I can tell you that wholeheartedly, that you would have had a much better experience.
Yeah, like, that's why I'm very much put off. It's not like, oh, because it's Marvel. No, I love the Marvel movies. Everybody knows I'm a Thor slut.
Yeah.
Like, come on, and a Loki slut. Like, there's no denying this. But, like, in terms of Marvel and stuff. But, like,
to be fair, Loki's
for me, I just don't want to take that risk because of the fact of how Overwatch 2 was for me. And I have tried playing it, obviously, since I initially gave up at the time. Like, about a year and a half, if not longer ago.
Yeah.
As well, was, like, a different, like, group of friends sort of situation. But it was just still the same of, like, frustration. And the only time I was actually okay with playing the game was when they brought out their prop hunt. Other than that, I've not touched it since, and I don't particularly want to because of the entire experience. And not just that as well, like, if you even... Well, like, I've watched people stream it, and the amount of hate that, like, I've seen people get is ridiculous.
But the thing is, people have actually received hate, but at the same time, that's not always been the case, though, especially when it comes to Overwatch content creators. It's just... A lot of the time, Overwatch content creators will actually be doing competitive, and that's where...
Oh, no, of course.
That's
but, like,
where a lot of the bullshit comes from.
Like, the people I've watched specifically, like, people that I know. Not, like, competitive players. They're not playing competitive. Like, they do a couple of, like, ranked. Cool, but 9 times out of 10, they're not really streaming ranked or anything like that. They're just trying to have fun with the people that they're playing with, and they've received shit.
Yeah.
And it's just, like...
That, unfortunately, that's again. It's the reason why I say, like, people just need to fucking chill. Like, it's games, we're gonna be having fun.
But also, as well, apparently, I can't remember if it was Overwatch 2 or Marvel Rivals, so I will have to double check this information. So I apologize in advance if I am genuinely incorrect. But apparently, it's actually quite easy to get someone banned on the game. Like I said, I will double check the source, because at the end of the day, it was a while ago, and I didn't think to put it in at the time.
Well, that wouldn't have been Marvel Rivals then, because Marvel Rivals is a very recent thing. So
yeah.
And in returns of getting people banned, it depends. I know with Marvel Rivals ban system, if there's someone who has actually been banned or they are actually keeping an eye on, because I've seen video proof of this, if you report someone and they are already under suspicion and being kept an eye on, Marvel Rivals send a message back to you saying thank you for this. We are already keeping an eye on them due to possible suspicious activity being reported to us from this account.
Yeah.
So it lets you know that they are actually being kept an eye on. Something that Overwatch actually doesn't do.
I know, right?
So Marvel Rivals is actually on the right step, and I've actually played Marvel Rivals, if anyone's actually seen the streams. And I'm not gonna lie, I have actually had a bit of fun with it. But that also might be because I've been playing with Ivy, so, and
Probably.
Tyler.
As long as you guys are having fun, that's the main thing. Like,
Yeah.
I am kind of sad because I do want to get into it, but again, because of Overwatch 2, it's put me off massively. And I know they're completely different games made by two complete companies, and I understand that.
It's the MOBA thing.
Yeah.
That's all it is, which I completely get. Again, as I said, I was really hesitant to play it. But then I figured, just for the sake of Ivy, then it'd be another game that she and I could play together. I figured I'd give it a crack.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And
like I said, the main thing is that you guys are having fun.
I didn't realise I'd actually be not too bad at the game. But that might be just because the characters I'm playing. So,
to be fair, is there a Loki character in the game?
Loki is in the game.
Very hard, maybe.
Loki is actually in the game.
Very hard, maybe. Not like, might be able to, but I don't know.
If you want at some point, I'll share my screen and I'll do a bit of Loki gameplay so you can see how it is.
Alright. Like, I would use Thor, but the thing is, like, Thor can be a bit OP, whereas with Loki, it's more about,
I would say the biggest problem isn't Thor. I would say currently one of the more ridiculous characters is Iron Man.
Actually, no, I can see that. I can see that.
He is very easy to deal with.
Also, I can see that very much so, yeah.
Due to the fact that I've killed him several times as a healer. Gotten several MVPs as a healer. Got more kills than the DPS as a healer.
Fucking hell.
Just making a point.
I know.
So, your next article?
Yes. Just like yours, actually. Two complete games, same genre. This is on Screen Rant. Phasmophobia is getting a major overhaul that will affect every contract you play. This literally came out on the end of December last year. Heading into 2025, Kinetic Games, the developers of Phasmophobia, have given players a brief preview of what's to come in the game's next major update. Originally released in October 2020, Phasmophobia is one of the earlier examples of a objective-based co-op horror game in a similar vein to later release like Lethal Company and Content Warning, tasking players with gathering evidence to identify ghosts and haunted locals. 4 years after its release, the game is still in early access on Steam, but is receiving steady updates. The blog post on the Kinetic Games website, Phasmophobia's developers shared a preview of the content plan for the game's next major update, coming at an unspecified date in 2025, an update which the post characterizes as a quote-unquote a large overhaul which will affect every contract you play. The update will include major changes to some of the game's systems, including the journal and the post-contract quality system, as well as other additions like new equipment and map rework. Phasmophobia, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So that was just going to be like 2 articles, is it? No? I don't know how Screen Rant works sometimes, so I do apologize, but it looks like about 3 articles in one.
I usually, because I have a few that do something like that, I usually just focus on the top one. Others usually just like reiterate what has already been said or are literally from before.
Yeah. But
fact-
it is one of those
The fact is,
that
we're getting an update for Phasmo.
Yeah, again, like it's gonna be really fucking good, honestly. You know, so it's just kind of like that.
Perfect for a certain man to start using his VR headset in it.
I know, right? So yeah, that's that article. Anything else that you want to talk about before I do my last one?
Yeah, funny thing is, actually, Marvel Rivals.
Fuck!
Marvel Rivals players have found a workaround for mods, but it involves potentially frying your PC and sacrificing your frame rates.
No.
Now, this is more a warning to basically tell people not to fucking do it because it's a bad idea, period. If it's going to fry your PC and drop your frame rates, don't do it. It's not worth it. I don't care what it does. I don't care how good it is. It's not worth it.
Don't do what?
So, when Marvel Rivals Season 1 launched last week, a whole host of updates came with it. There were new heroes and some much needed nerfs and buffs. But there were also something else that went unmentioned in the patch notes. Asset hash checking. This prevented client-side mods from working in Marvel Rivals. NetEase considers modding a no-go, which, for a game like Marvel Rivals, is fair. Because a game like that, I'm sorry, if you're modding in that, even if it's cosmetics, you're running a risk. I would just avoid modding games like that, period. But that's just, me, erring on the side of wanting to play a game rather than change it for a little bit of fun and get banned. Despite a whole host of mods being available for players to use and download, it is a bannable offence alongside botting or cheating, as it also uses unauthorised third-party software. So it was only a matter of time before NetEase got wise to all the Marvel Rivals mods available on Nexus Mods. But it turns out there is a way to bring your favourite mods back if you're willing to put everything on the line. Instead of just putting your files into a mod manager and loading them into Marvel Rivals, you now need direct access to the game's .pak files. One player's even put together a helpful tutorial in case you need some guidance with this via Dexerto. Some people may use this just to mod Luffy into the game as Mr. Fantastic, or so they can wear Jeff's skin when they're playing Iron Fist. But those aren't the only reasons to use mods. Now, some mods obviously will help with optimization for games. Which is fair to a certain extent. However, I would not run the risk. Especially when they're going out of their way to basically ban all mods, period.
Yeah, like, I know there's actually a couple I believe Don has used, or Robbie, I think, with Dark Tide specifically in terms of, like, obviously, like, scores and stuff like that. I think those kind of mods, like, visually to help you better understand how well you're doing, that is fine. I don't think that should be bannable, because some people, genuinely do get confused. So the easier way... the easier ways to get certain mods for that type of thing, and I think that's okay.
Yeah, some UI stuff do need changing on certain games. That, if it helps, then
that retrospective, yes, not like a say compared to a mod where you will literally get banned for cheating. We don't support that kind of shit, because you don't want to cheat at these games, because you're just going to suck the fucking fun out of it for everybody else. However, ones that will help with, like, UI optimization, so some writing's a bit too small, but that you don't feel comfortable, like, or they don't even have the option, rather, actually, I should say, where you can kind of make the writing a little bit bigger, or just little bits of extra explanatories, so for, like, certain types of, like, weapons and, what they actually do. That is fine. That is not going to ruin the experience. That is there to purely help you. However, if you are genuinely using mods to cheat your way, or even if you get cosmetics because you want a certain character in the game but it's not in there yet, just fucking wait.
Yeah.
Request it. go onto Reddit or talk to your group of friends that you play it with and get everyone to put it into, you know, a suggestion feed forum thing, you
Yeah.
know, or whatever for the game. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
But if you know it's going to cause your PC a lot of fucking problems because
Essentially to
you've downloaded,
brick.
like, you know, yeah, to brick it, that's not worth however much money you've paid for that computer. Computers these days are really fucking
Yeah, and besides, and when you look at it all together, Marvel Rivals is a free-to-play game. Why run the risk?
Exactly. There's no point in running the risk like that. Like, if you want to get your account, like, permabanned, fine. Be my guest, do that. You want to break your expensive computer? Do that. However, I do advise heavily against doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth any kind of risk to get banned, let alone to break your computer.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to continue on with the article because essentially the point has essentially been made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, there are works around for the mods, and you can find information on how to do it. I would advise heavily against doing it. And if you do it and you break your system, you've got no one to blame but yourself. This is a warning and advice.
Yeah.
So
whether you want it or not, I don't care. Don't break your system, don't get permabanned.
Like I said last year, in regards to certain things, I'm not going to repeat it, but essentially, don't be a dick. Now,
in a minute.
We're almost done. Chill, cat.
Yeah, we're almost done, Odin.
Alright, so, your final one.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Do you want to play? Is that what this is? Seriously? You picked the best time, don't you? You've got 20 minutes till food as well. No, you're going to the kitchen. No. 20 minutes. Little shit.
Anyway.
I'll get the cat toy started at least anyway. Anyways, so this is also from comicbook.com. I thought the toy was dead then for a second. Anyway, Silent Hill Townfall gets new update from Konami. Was released on the 29th of December 2024 in the morning. 2024 proved to be a good year for Silent Hill fans. Yes, it fucking did. Konami started the year out with the free game Silent Hill short message. Now I'm gonna quickly derail for a second to talk about this just for a moment. It wasn't bad, okay? Short message wasn't bad. To a lot of other people, it was. And fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion just like I am. Doesn't mean any of us are fucking right, does it? No. However, the message behind the game, you know, in itself for the short message was powerful. And I think they did it in a way that honestly makes a lot of people aware of the issues more so than anything else, but they've done it in their own way creatively. And I understand that may not be your thing, may not be your shtick in terms of Silent Hill franchise, and that is fine. Again, your opinion, that is your opinion, that is okay. However, just because it's not your thing, just say it's not my thing. Don't hate on it because you don't like it. There's no point, you know?
Yeah, don't jump on social media and then completely act like it has wronged you as a human being.
Exactly. Like, if there were a few bugs in the game that, you know, really frustrated you, report the bugs. It's not a problem. The game was frustrating for me to the point I had to walk away from it for a while because I kept getting stuck. Not because there were, puzzles or anything. It was just a specific bit where I just got stuck and I just kept going, throwing myself through a loop. Yes, exactly, inventor.
Welcome to the internet.
To the internet. Welcome to the internet where you're all proud. Wearing it there and it's going all aloud.
Anyway.
Sorry, my brain. Anyway, that's all I'll say on that because for me, I did thoroughly enjoy it. You know?
Anyway,
apart from getting stuck and frustrated, it's a part of the thing. It's a game. You know, it's not reality, it's a game. Anyways, not gonna lie.
Get on with it.
Back to the article. So yes, and October saw the release of Silent Hill 2, both of which were exclusive to PlayStation 5. As fans of the series know, Konami has big plans for the future with at least two more games currently in development, Silent Hill F and Silent Hill Townfall. In a new interview with, sorry if I butcher this, with Famitsu via Aesthetic Gamer, Silent Hill lead series producer Motoi Okamoto briefly touched on the two games, saying that fans have to wait a bit longer for information. While that alone doesn't give fans much to go on, Okamoto did offer some interesting hints about the future of Silent Hill. Overall reception of this year's Silent Hill 2 remake was quite positive. The game received several award nominations at the end of the year and sold more than 1 million copies in 4 days. Unsurprisingly, Okamoto told Famitsu that Konami has been happy with the game's performance. However, the company is still analyzing feedback about the game and will use that to shape the next series entries. Okamoto went on to say that he wants to expand the range of Silent Hill as a franchise. Horror has seen an explosion in interest over the last few years, and it's happening both in the West as well as Japan. Okamoto said he recently watched a Japanese horror movie about a certain place in the Kinki region. I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
But this is what it says in the article, so and had really enjoyed it. Whether we'll see some of Japan's more recent horror films play into Konami's plans to expand Silent Hill's range remains to be seen. Silent Hill F and Silent Hill Townfall were both announced back in fall 2022 alongside the remake of Silent Hill 2. Yes, I know. Of the two games, Silent Hill F could be the game that draws influence from Japan's horror boom. While the rest of the series has been taking place in the United States, Silent Hill F is set in Japan in the 1960s. That could result in Silent Hill significantly different from from any previous game in the series. Since those initial announcements, Konami hasn't offered much in the ways of information about either game, but it's hard to be too upset given the quality of Silent Hill franchise at the moment. The first time in about a decade, the future of Silent Hill is actually looking pretty bright, and it's great to have the horror franchise back. Agreed. Hopefully, Konami will take its time on Silent Hill F and Silent Hill Townfall and deliver experiences that are on par with the quality of the Silent Hill 2 remake. So yes, okay, it is not a lot of information to go on. You just still have to keep an eye on it. Just let them cook. Let them cook. But that is something. That is still something. They still need a little while, and that is okay. I'd rather that be an update than them try and push push it like they used to when it came to the likes of Silent Hill 4 The Room.
Hey, you know
in
what
my
else?
opinion,
You know what else we're
that
still
was
waiting
very
on?
scuffed.
You know what else we're waiting on people to cook?
Mm-hmm.
Your Silent Hill 2 run.
Yeah, I need to reinstall that and hope to fucking hell that my saved file data has been backed up. If not, I'm gonna cry.
That's alright, because you'll probably end up having me sat there anyway, telling you how to navigate some of the stuff anyway.
Pretty much, literally, like, that's what I like doing on my, usually on Tuesday morning when it came out initially. I actually enjoyed the company, whether we were, like, talking about the game and getting me through it or not, you know? Like, making some top quality content memes out of my reactions.
Alright. I believe that's it on your end.
That is definitely on my end, yes.
Alright, well, that's it for me as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to call that it for this one. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in and coming to hang out with us on the first Flopcast of the new year.
Fuck yeah!
The next episode is going to air on the 27th of this month, so look forward to that. Yes, 2 weeks from now, to those of you who aren't aware of how we do it. We do it every 2 weeks.
Yes.
So yes, I hope you guys actually have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of the evening. And those of you on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. And if you want to catch up on any of the other stuff that we've done over the past couple of years, you can go ahead and look at the playlist.
Fuck yeah.
And see all the shit that we've done, all the 72 episodes.
But just for all time's sake as well. Sephiroth!
Massive cock! So, with that being said though, Damo, where can people find you?
You can find me over on twitch.tv/itsDemu, as well as over on Blueski, it's Demu. On TikTok, it's Demu TV. I know I haven't uploaded clips and stuff, but my brain is my brain.
AKA, she's waiting for Chaos to give her a boot to do it.
Yeah, but you know, light sensitivity isn't going to help right now.
Demo.
No.
Upload fucking clips. You're too busy sending me shit to forget to take care of your own shit. But yes, obviously you guys can find me on Blueski, obviously in Discord. You can find me at youtube.com/ChaosDragon49 or the Chaos of Dragons. Not sure how that shit works.
It still pops up. It's all good.
Yeah. If you're in the Discord, when I upload something, you'll see it. And you can sometimes find me browsing through Twitter just to see what funny memes I can find or any information that I need. But with that being said, though, folks, make sure you have all your personal belongings with you, because we're going to be closing our doors for the night. And if you leave anything behind, then the Goblin Janners will take them and do with them as they see fit. And they're probably going to use them as ammo to deal with Inventor, who it looks like he's back to come and get him. Goblins, load up! He's come back!
Oh.
Currently he's going for his My Little Pony face, so just aim for a horse that's looking a bit small and cute.
The fuck?
Hit him in the head a couple of times and maybe one of his back legs and he'll wander off.
Oh, big yawn for the saber.
But with that being said, though, folks, raise your pizzas high and say it with me. Stay chaotic and live for the challenge.
And live for the challenge. Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.